Have you ever seen someone walk into a meeting room and just own the room within a few seconds? I saw an Irish executive do just that. And it wasn't magic, it was just what he had said. Do you want to sound more confident and more memorable in meetings? Let me show you how. Hey, I'm Dino, I'm your buddy for all things business, English and communication. And in this video, I'm going to give you 10 Irish business phrases that will make you sound more confident in meetings. Have you ever struggled to get your point across in a meeting, or maybe you felt that your ideas were pretty much just overlooked? If you're nodding right now, you're not alone. Standard business English can sometimes feel, well, standard. But these Irish expressions add color, authority, and a touch of the unexpected that actually make people pay attention. So let's get started with the first phrase that will make you sound more confident in any meeting. That's bang on. When an Irish person says something is bang on, they're saying that it's exactly right or just right in that way. For example, that's bang on. The data clearly shows that we are in the right segment. So you see how that works. So usually you might say, I agree, or yes, that's right. It signals not just agreement, but actually confident endorsement. But here's a pro tip. Just save this when you actually believe that something is really true and exactly right. Our second phrase is, I'm not cutting you. I'm not cutting you. This is a uniquely Irish way of saying, I'm 100% serious, or I'm not joking, or I'm not lying. The word coding actually comes from a fish, cod, and it was used many years ago when fishermen would tell tall tales or lies. So when you don't cod someone, it means that you're actually telling the truth. To use it in a sample sentence, you could say something like, our growth has seen a 20% increase over the last 2 weeks. I'm not cutting you. You see what I just did there? Did you notice how that creates emphasis without seeming desperate to be believed? It's assertive, but with a touch of personality as well that makes your statement memorable. This phrase works really well when you're sharing information that you really believe is true, and also information that you think might actually sound too good to be true. The next phrase, number 3, is let's tease this out. Let's tease this out. This is how Irish business professionals suggest exploring an idea more thoroughly and to examine all of its aspects. Here's how you might use it. That's an interesting idea. Let's tease this out a little bit more. What specific changes are you thinking of, and what impact do you expect them to have? So you see how that works? Instead of simply saying, let's discuss this further, which is fine, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but you've suggested a more thorough examination in a way that sounds both authoritative and collaborative. That brings me to phrase number 4, which is, that's deadly. That's deadly. And this might surprise you. While it might sound negative to non-Irish ears, in Irish business English, deadly actually means excellent or perfect. Deadly is one of the highest forms of praise you can actually give someone in Ireland. Be careful as well, though, how you use it. It's more so used in casual business conversations. Don't go saying it to your boss every single day, as it is that little bit more informal. But let's take a look at how you might actually use it. For example, I could say, I've just reviewed the report. That's deadly. It's exactly what we need for next week's board meeting. Moving on, our 5th phrase is perfect for expressing strong conviction. We would say, I'm fierce certain about this. In Ireland, fierce is used here as an intensifier, almost like really or very. And so it adds a really significant emphasis. To use it in a sample sentence, you could say something like, I'm fierce certain about this. We've tested this approach already 3 times and we've received consistent results. Remember, this phrase is particularly effective in the meeting room when you're trying to overcome some doubt or skepticism from fellow colleagues or even your boss or clients, whoever. That brings us on to the next phrase, which is phrase number 6. We'd want to cop on. We'd want to cop on. This is a uniquely Irish way of saying we'd really want to get more serious about something, generally a project or how we behave or act within the workplace, or any business setting, really. Copping on in Ireland really just means to be more aware and more sensible in a situation, often about facts or truths that might be hard to hear. You could say, we'd really want to cop on. Our resources haven't changed, so maybe we should set more achievable goals first. What really makes this phrase powerful is that you're suggesting that you yourself are the more sensible one and trying to instill that little bit more of awareness within your team. That brings us on to the next phrase, phrase number 7, which is let's put shape on this. Now, you might have heard this before, but what it actually means is it's really how Irish business professionals suggest creating or structuring or even finalizing an approach. The idea of putting shape on something visualizes turning an abstract idea into concrete, more structured plans, basically a crucial skill in business. Let me show you how to use this more effectively. You could say, okay, let's put some shape on this. I suggest we prioritize the top 3 initiatives and assign owners to each by the end of today. Now, again, I'm just giving some sample sentences here, but you can take this phrase and use it in your own industry and workplace to suit your specific needs. And this phrase is particularly effective at a critical moment when a meeting needs to move from discussion to decision making. Phrase number 8, which is a personal favorite of mine, that's gas altogether. That's gas altogether. This uniquely Irish expression means something is very interesting, amusing, or funny. Here's how to use it effectively. That's gas altogether. So we've been focusing on the wrong audience all this time, right? This phrase allows you to express surprise or interest or even humor in a distinct way that will make you more memorable in meetings. Moving on to the next phrase, which is, we might be barking up the wrong tree here. This phrase is perfect for when you need to redirect a meeting topic or issue. Here's how you can use it in a sample sentence. We might be barking up the wrong tree here. What if we looked at customer feedback first instead? The beauty of this phrase is that it actually carries authority while maintaining harmony, a very Irish approach to business communication. The final phrase, number 10, if you've stuck around this long, be sure to subscribe, hit that little notification bell because it really does help the YouTube algorithm. Phrase number 10 is, that's it, sorted. It means that things have been taken care of, and it's usually used when we are trying to close or finish up discussions in a meeting or in a conversation. Here's how you might use it effectively. So we'll proceed with option B, implement by Friday and review results next month. That's it, sorted. Of course, only use this when there is actual consensus, because the power comes here from appropriate timing. So there you have it, 10 uniquely Irish business expressions that can instantly boost how confident you sound in meetings. Now, I'd love to know, which one of these phrases have you heard before, and which one do you think would work best in your next meeting? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in more business English with an Irish twist, be sure to subscribe. Until then, remember, in business, it's not what you say, it's how you say it that matters. Go on, give these a try and let me know how they work in your next meeting. You might be surprised at how people respond. Slán go fóill, that's see you soon in Irish. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.